In a world with blatant cash grab sequels and reboots that want to destroy well-written established characters and replace them with more diverse copies, oversaturated, CGI-filled, poorly written, convoluted superhero flicks, or all three. But if you told me that a sequel to a pretty good movie made over 40 years ago was being made today, I would have bet all my money that it would be as disastrous as, well, every other time it has happened. But I guess it's a good thing I don't gamble then, now is it?
Gotcha, bitch!
Top Gun Maverick is a fast-paced, action-filled, emotional, intense ride, and man, has the world needed a movie like this for quite some time, because I can't believe that we can still get good movies like this nowadays. Fun fact, I actually finished the first film minutes before seeing this one, and it was pretty good. The characters are likable, it's fast-paced, with some nice emotional beats, and all around just a fun, awesome ride. This movie seemed to beat all the odds, with it being a sequel 40 years later to an awesome 80s action movie that not only retains the spirit, but is actually even better than the original. I think a big part of the appeal of this movie is the flying sequences, since most of it was indeed practical, and it really shows that no matter how good CGI or green screens get, it still can't beat the raw power of real practical stunts. Seeing the actors, which were actually trained by the way, to fly these jets around is way more entertaining than seeing a bunch of actors standing in front of this green screen. And thanks to both the filmmakers and actors' dedications, the scenes in here are powerful, tense, and just overall awesome. It's really awesome to see that not only were these actors trained to fly these F-18s, but they were also trained how to operate the cameras, and took lessons in cinematography in order to maximize the best angles as they were flying for the scenes they were shooting. The actors in this movie are also all great. With each passing movie, Tom Cruise becomes one of the few actors that I actually respect, and while he may have some weird personal beliefs, the fact that not only does he keep his work and personal life separate and try not to force his life down your throat through his movies, but he really does focus on making the best action movies he can, and is constantly thinking of ways he can outdo himself and bring great experience to each of his films. It also doesn't hurt that he's a pretty good actor as well. He's once again shown that not only is he capable of showing both serious and vulnerable emotions, but he's also capable of having some really good comedic expressions and timing. Another standout is Miles Teller playing Rooster, the son of Goose from the first movie. He is a man that has a lot of anger towards Maverick, which is understandable given what he does, but he doesn't know the full picture of why he did it. Maverick himself is also well done, with a man that is the last of his kind in an era where pilots are being replaced with automated drones, and he is willing to make all kinds of sacrifices in order to protect those that he loves, even if it means they hate him for it, or if it means he puts his own life at risk. A slight side note, but the way they were able to incorporate Val Kilmer's Iceman into the movie while accompanying for his current condition was both very emotional, to say the least, but also very tasteful. Unlike a certain other movie that recently came out. If I had to nitpick one thing, and it really is nitpicking, I'd have to say that Penny, or Jennifer Connelly's character, isn't really much. She's just a love interest to Maverick, but her acting is so good that you don't really care. Overall, this movie is great, and I do not say that lightly. I cannot understate that. This movie is unapologetically awesome, and doesn't let anything else try and tell it otherwise. It was such a wonderful feeling to think that this is a great movie that I am watching. This breath of fresh air is everything that movies used to be. Fun, emotional, simple. And the best part is, you didn't have to watch any homework in order to understand it. Unfortunately, just like the pilots in this movie, films like this are most likely becoming a dying race. However, not today. Today, we have a great movie that must be experienced in the theaters. So hopefully the filmmakers can see that these are the types of movies that we want to see, and not political pandering garbage. I was already excited for the new Mission Impossible, but this film, in addition to the previous two, has gotten me even more confident that Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie will pump out another great action film. So if you haven't seen this movie already, I highly recommend that you go check it out. It's a great thrill, it's so much fun. Just go. What are you doing still listening to me? Just go. That's it. Have a good day, and stay safe out there.